I'm ready for war.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. But not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Pushing through the contact. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Hines. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Counter, Hines, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Past midfield, look out. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
On the return is Duvernay.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
1st and 10, Taylor down.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
On 1st down, Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Throwing now is Murray.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, Murray, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra extra point try forthcoming. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown! Jacob Harris. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the draw is Taylor.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And the Colts pick it up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Jacob Harris, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be third down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. Touchdown Colts. Nyheim Hines, 41 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance on this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually...
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Murray now.